Things should be good. Alright, let's continue the story.
Alright, let me just open it on the side.
Let me fix that. There we go.
Alright. As I squint at my game. There we go. Okay. Ah, the lantern's alive!
I think it's just like magic or like robotic. Oh no,
feel
that's
like
just
it's
hopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's...
It's
Now
magic.
you see what I mean? I was like, "Bleh."
It's magic. It's gotta be.
It's magic.
When do alchemists use magic?
Looks at Full Metal Alchemy.
No, that's alchemy.
It's
Oh, wait,
still alchemy.
Please stand back.
Oh, okay. Do I stand over here? Do I stand over there? Where do I stand? Do I stand over here? Okay. I guess we gotta stand over here. But then it's like...
But suffer no ill effects. So essentially it just does
you
this
start
4
with
times.
the ether, but suffers no ill effects. Okay.
I can't wait to get more aether sickness.
Oh boy. Can't wait to throw everything out of existence out of my system.
Isn't it supposed to take us closer to the tower? It's kind of taking us further.
I think it's doing a test run. I think that's what's happening.
I feel like I'm bathing in ether.
Yo, your character hasn't bathed in days.
Yo.
You and your fucking gambling addiction.
He showered just yesterday. And all the MGP he won.
That's still not a thing. There we go. Da 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 da. Go,
I'm gonna
lamp.
try getting directly into the center. Boom.
Hey, that was pretty good.
One more time. Don't you boo me, Scuba.
S ho.
And then once more.
Dang it, how many times do we gotta follow this little thingy?
No. Our alchemist elephant friend said 4.
I wasn't paying attention to her.
Collect you. Are you too lazy to go back on your own?
Maybe he tired himself out.
No, it's inches. Just like 2 feet away. If even.
He's too tired.
Eyes that we can drown in. Puppy dog eyes?
Why? Also, where's Estinian? I'm concerned for him.
I'm not sure that's legal.
What, they just literally took him away?
No, they're asking for spirit weed.
Really?
It's like some sort of
Alright, since
seaweed.
you're able to run faster, get on your car. Because I don't have my speed buff here.
You realize the regalia is just essentially like
Oh.
a Flintstones car because it's just you walking. Yeah, I can just.
Wait.
You haven't done the fates yet to get the speed?
Every time I try doing a fate, there's already a group of people with flying capabilities already done with it.
That sucks.
I only got like maybe like 3 fates. And I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go level Black Mage, so I did.
Well, that's perfectly valid. We're being followed.
Whoa, stop doing the moonwalk! I'm gonna overkill.
That is entirely unnecessary.
I found it necessary.
Entirely unnecessary.
I found it necessary.
No. You use excessive force there.
They used excessive force as well.
No, they used no force. They just dropped dead.
They appeared in front of me. They startled me. It's not my fault.
You're saying it was just self-defense? They pulled out a weapon?
Self-defense. Yeah, they drew their weapon at me, so I had to retaliate with a dragon.
Look at that lizard.
That's a fancy lizard.
Kajaya's footsteps.
Dancer.
I don't think no footstep looks like that. It looks like a building.
Well, I think because it's like going up.
Oh, I get
Do
it.
you want to die too? I won't hesitate.
There you go.
Alright.
Because it's like a dreamy place and it's like weeds. So it's like spirit weed, dream weed.
And don't you want to just feel lucid dreaming once?
Totally. Voice cutscene?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan. Hardly anyone has been
That's a
allowed in
beautiful
or out
view.
since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing. Completely! Without the satrap and his line, Radzad Khan would not exist. Long ago, this island was home to 2 tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjord from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios. I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned. For we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
How come no one noticed this man sitting up there? Does anyone
That-
look up anymore?
Yeah, that dude was just sitting there, spreading his legs wide for the whole world to see. Anyone just looks up and they're gonna get a face full of something. I also thought, because his voice changed pitch for a second, he was about to like completely shift tones into Heimerdinger voice.
Oh no. That would be terrible.
VOIFYI, is that for like voice acted?
I don't know.
I'm looking in chat. Oh. Also, I don't know how well versed you are of Minecraft history, but these waterfalls kind of remind me of a very, very old custom Minecraft map. There's like some sort of challenge map. I forgot what it was called.
Uh,
Yeah, you have to like go through all like the falling challenges, and then when you go through the door, you get like the waterfalls on the other side. Kind of reminds me of that.
I guess so. Guess I could see that. I can't go fast.
And Fan Daniel's still such a bad villain that he has to narrate to himself.
No narrating. He still does it. I bet you he's just so bored. Because Zeno keeps just
Yeah,
waiting.
if you're planning an evil master plan and you have like a group of villains, but the main villain you're working for is fantasizing about the main character, what else are you gonna do? At that point, you only have yourself. Xenos won't even give him any time of day. The first word out of Xenos' mouth every time they meet. Have you seen that warrior light?
Yeah, have you seen that warrior? The champion of Zyozia? Have you seen him?
He'll be like, "Oh, have you seen the champion of my Eorzea?"
Oh
And
my
then
god. Stop. Yo, that man is right I could, like, in this view, you could probably see him if they actually left his model there, which would have been hilarious if they
Yeah,
did.
you just look up.
Yeah, you just look up that ledge right there. Just. Oh, yeah. Alright, so how's the plan gonna get messed up?
Don't worry. We don't need them to mess it up. My character is perfectly capable of messing up any plan. Oh, I didn't know I needed to level up my miner for the story.
What?
Have me go collect ore.
Well, my gathering is, like, to none.
I'm pretty sure you're not actually gonna mine it. Wait. No, wait, whoa. That makes no sense
What?
right there. You're like, she still's a kid. I don't want you going off on your own. So here, we'll have the warrior light do it. And you're like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Like, your kid's at risk of getting kidnapped. And then the kid's like, I'll meet you there. He's going off on his own there anyways.
Defeats the purpose.
I also found this guy would be a little bit less sweaty if he wasn't standing right in front of this team.
You know, he just really wants to keep a close eye on the whatever's in there. You know, like he doesn't want to.
Look, he's just standing right there behind the steps. But that thing's got to be wafting in his face.
Probably.
Now, paladins are masters of swordplay.
There's dodos.
No, they're Hamzas. Thank you very much. That's speciesist.
What?
They're like dodos, except they got green.
And red.
No, we ignore the red.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah!
Wait, why do I have to mount the dodo? Why can't I
don't
just
know.
continue driving my car?
I don't know. Just roll with it, I guess.
Okay, well, yeah.
I guess he's giving us a tour in lore. This is how we read lore.
So, can we just like blow that up and have it crash into the tower and destroy it if ever getting close?
I would not be surprised if that actually happens.
As an American, we solve our problems with environmental damage. So let's get to it.
Can we not?
Nah, I don't think it'll reach it anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I want to say maybe it would like hit one of its legs. But it wouldn't do like any severe damage unless that literally is holding it upward and you can just break it and it falls over.
Yo, these people can get awfully close to this tower.
For real.
Everyone's talking about like the influence of the tower. We're at like the coastline right near it and it's still not affecting these people.
First line of defense against the tower. Your character still looks like it came from Dark Souls.
I know, right? I just want a barrel roll in the cutscenes.
just barrel roll in the dialogue.
Yeah.
Drink a potion in front of him.
Don't forget the very slow walk you do when you're drinking the Estus.
Yeah, no place for children. Go.
No wonder why this kid is royalty.
That explains why he gets away with a lot of things.
And why he's got such a regal accent. So I feel like they're still missing the point where they should just let your character go WrestleMania on the tower.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Yeah, you guys are pretty screwed. I feel like they're gathering more information about our towers than we're actually gathering about theirs.
Yeah.
I get the feeling I'm not doing a good job of gathering information here. Okay, now I can just go ahead and drive the rest of the... No. I'm not allowed to drive. I have to take the burbs. Oh, I... What? Ooh. Cheeky ass
Okay.
all grounds. Oh, over there. Why do I gotta take the burb with me? Why can't I just take my car? This is the most
Alright.
awkward animation I've seen. My character is just Y sitting on it. He doesn't even look like he's sitting comfortably. His legs are so stiff. What is this? What is
know.
this? Hang on a second.
I don't know, but it reminds me of Phantasy Star when you do the spin and you just
Oh
it's
yeah,
like flipping a toy.
what animation is this? They don't have it animate. The legs are stiff. The only reason they're bouncing back and forth is like they took it and they rotate you like 10 degrees each way and your legs just bounce into it. My character model isn't even moving. Awful.
Good thing it's temporary.
Yeah. I've come to steal all of your ore.
Do we get to murder something for the ore?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it. No, they're just giving it to us.
Damn it.
And now we drive back.
Well,
I fail to
well,
understand why we took a dodo here.
I don't know either, man, but you know what? Let's just get out of here.
This is how you stop the end of the world in style.
Well, the car.
With a car. One arm leaning on the window.
You can barely see me. I don't exist.
You can't even see out the window.
I want chicken nuggies.
No, we're not stopping by McDonald's.
Ah, I want chicken nuggies.
No, the last McDonald's was 368 miles ago.
Ah, when's the next one?
368 miles ago.
Ah,
We could stop by Fan Daniels on the way back.
I don't want Van Daniels.
Why does it sound like a restaurant, though?
I don't know, but it does.
You guys want some Fan Daniels?
Oh my god. Oh, there's a blue quest here.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah. Here is your delivery.
One whole sack.
How I fit it in my pocket? Don't ask.
Well, your character can fit anything in their pockets. Remember when they were fitting corpses?
Oh yeah.
Like a whole corpse, and you just pick it up and put it in your pocket and keep going.
Bag of holding.
You store it right under your armpit. Don't look up. If Fan Daniel's there, you might catch an unpleasant sight.
Oh my god. Ah yes.
I see our taskmasters have
Water.
allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to
Hey,
see this
Astidian,
endeavor
you're still
of theirs
alive.
succeed.
And so you still have your clothes on.
I've never
Good.
been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Tavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
Anchor, do you have a weird
Yes.
words?
And spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
He got fed up with this talk of friendship.
What is it? What did you
The
see?
bitch! Yo, your character has like
Fandaniel,
an
are
acute
you sure?
sense and was
If he
like,
knows
yo,
we've been
I
working
feel
on
an
a countermeasure.
asshole behind me.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last!
I was expecting these people to get nuked from orbit the moment he said it holds.
Look!
Yeah,
we
I
have
thought he was
finally
gonna get
created
nuked.
a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
Looks pretty.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless. Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
I hope it doesn't come to that.
One of them's kind, one of them's just being a dick.
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away.
What a brave soul.
Assuming Fandaniel is lurking, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Yeah, this seems like an extra unnecessary risk. Like, she's the kind of inventor of it. All the knowledge is kind of with her. And we're just casually taking her to the front door to test it.
Yeah, I feel like that's flawed, but okay. I guess we'll leave it to story, I guess.
You aren't the warrior of light unless you're taking unnecessary risks. Am I right? Am I right?
I guess so. I mean, how can something go terribly wrong if you don't put all your dices in one bowl?
That's why I put all my dice in a Yahtzee bin.
Yeah, of course you do.
Alright. I picked up the blue quest.
Picking it up now.
And I will handle it a little bit later.
Yep. Boop. Be right!
The perfume dries.
Okay.
One weird looking walrus. Very angry looking.
Terrifying. Terrifying, if anything.
Beaches are dangerous.
Let's just say the Final Fantasy world is just dangerous in general.
I have another question.
What?
Why is the first line of defense so far north away from everything else when these things could, if they crossed the water, could technically approach anywhere along the coast?
I don't know. I don't know how life works here. I'm just trying to click a button. Well, let's head to the tower. Let's see what horribly wrong it goes.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now.
Oh, you shush, Scuba.
It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Don't push it. How close to the tower you want to be?
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding.
Inside the heart of the tower.
To the tower's entrance.
In terms of protecting you, I'm not really worried about the amulet protecting you as I'm worried about something coming out of the tower. Like a primal.
Literally. Oh my god. She's gonna get hit and she's gonna drop the
Praise be to the
talisman.
sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Now for Fan Daniel to come out of the darkness and kidnap her.
Once we've
Yeah, for
equipped and
real.
returned with an
I'm waiting
entire
for something
serving
bad to
team,
happen.
This menace
This
will
is perfect
soon
for a
be
horror
ours.
movie. She's got her back to the darkness.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit you. This is, yup, there it is! Oh my god. Predicted. Predicted. Oh my god.
I gotta remember, if I'm ever in a horror situation, to turn my back to the dark hallway behind me.
Yeah, what can possibly go wrong? Aw, man. Now... Where is she? No, that's not her. No, that's not her.
Oh, there we go!
There she is.
Oh, there we go! Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight. Though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting. Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian.
No, please, I don't want to hear a monologue.
I inherited the position and the soul
great.
of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded.
He was a professional
I have it on good
gamer.
authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service.
I knew it. He was a professional gamer.
Imagine a nation of
Why am I getting a
unbridled
migraine?
prosperity. Every need met, day after
Great.
day.
They
of
lost
unbroken,
a hero
unshakable
and
peace,
the leader of the research.
existence,
Great.
fulfilled, and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war. And so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Van Daniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primates.
Where do you get off at using Xenos' theme?
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
Where does he get off at using Xenos' theme?
Hmm. But damn it, we called it. Oh, it's working perfectly fine. Yeet.
I appreciate your character didn't even bother to go find where he threw the talisman. He just dipped.
Pretty much.
You know, talisman's still kind of important.
Yeah, but you know, they were gonna make more. It's fine.
I wonder how Daniel feels, considering if he was formerly Amon. Our character has plagiarized so much of his research.
I'll be a little bit of butthurt.
I feel like that was supposed to be a more like emotional reveal, but I have a really hard time feeling it for this villain.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's a villain that I just don't really care about.
They have to try really hard to make him a little bit better.
I'm sorry, but when I saw Emmett, I was like, hey, what's up, man?
Emmett's mask and the costume was so different back then.
Mm-hmm.
He looked angry.
I mean, can you blame him?
Oh sure, thank you for making me explain the news.
But then I told her not to go close to the door. Oh, they bounced back.
Yeah, they did bounce back really fast.
We're so used to Alphino having a moment of like, I don't know.
They're like, well, she's still alive. Let's just go make more. That'll solve all of our
alive.
problems.
Determination. Alright, get me out of the cutscene. Let me out. Let me out. Alright.
I'm gonna start getting into the action, the drama.
I just want to murder things. I want to, like, go pew pew. I just want to summon Bahamut slam dunk someone again.
Nah. Yeah, it's right now. It's just a lot of cutscenes and not a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
It's not like the overly fast-paced Stormblood where they had to throw a dungeon that made no sense at you in the very beginning, just to get you a very dungeon right away.
Parkour.
Parkour. All right. We're going to the fancy royal palace.
Get us. We are fancy.
Another cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be a voiced over one.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets. But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megadota. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
This is gonna be the end game city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzat-Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude. I assume you speak of Nadana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nadana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive
I'll be
me,
right
but
back.
were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You can't hide dragons from the Dragon Boy.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat-Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz at-Han.
But if Vitra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
"'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will."
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz at-Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Padalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radzat-Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Very nice. So I'll go and wrap this one so I can run Charlia. Oh, that's an expensive TP. $1,500. Wow, there's a lot of people over here. Let's make a quick buck. Materia. Then I sell it. Alright, do you sell level 80 tools? 80 to 90. Okay. Cool. Armor. You sell 80 to 90, or just 80 weapons. Ew. Okay. And 80 gear. I wanted to see what the stats in a level 90 piece of equipment is. What do you sell? Oh, hey, you can get some potions. That's pretty neat. So it's like the main stats. And what do you sell? Nothing. And then the retainer bouquet. Okay. It's a shame Charlia is going to be a super dead city later. Well, not super dead, but like, because it's on the opposite side of the world of Thavnir, and it's very obvious Radzat-Han is going to be the level 90 city. Not a whole lot of people are going to want to spend 1,500 to teleport back and forth between these two. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm finishing the cutscene.
Okay. What are the stats for 9 and 10? Uh, 36. 24. There you go. Okay.
So, I knew something was weird about the kid. So the kid is literally a vessel
Yeah.
from his other eye.
Yes. Kid is just a dragon. I was sitting there figuring out how they changed materia. So they added a 9 and 10, and I sat there. I didn't even read the sentence on it. I was just looking at the stats, and I'm like, materia in 10 is like 36, but materia in 9 is 12. What's going on over here? They're like, cannot be milled past first advanced smelting slot, which means like gear's got an advanced smelting slot and you can't go past that.
Huh, that's weird.
Very interesting. I took the, you should have a free teleport to,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, when you finish up that cutscene you can go here. And then I'm just gonna wrap up this quest line, the Satrapatrazatan. Yeah, so this place is definitely gonna be dead in the future.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 1500 teleport. No one wants to do that.
I'll grab that. Yeah, we also gotta do our roulettes too.
We do. I did not know there was a blue chest. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'm just talking to the Anchored wraps up that quest. And then you essentially go to the other quest line, and I assume both will end inside the room.
Probably.
I mean, it would make sense, because then it like intuitively tells you exactly where to go.
Yeah.
The hunt for specimens. I want to go to the studium. Oh no, I don't even need to read this. I know what this is.
What is it?
This is this expansion's equivalent for the hunts.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I might as well grab it, but
Yeah, might as well just get it out of the way, yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna use nuts or ventures.
Mm.
Oh, I don't want to get the junior guild ship marks. I want to like. There's no point in grabbing them yet until you're 90.
Yeah.
I want that elite and the 3-star.
Yeah. Guild ship hunts. Alright, got that done. There's another blue quest. I'm gonna go get it. Why blue quest is decided to pick over there, I don't know. I just wish I can sprint faster. Sighting logs. Oh, okay. Alright, now I go over there. Fudge the crystal.
Let me go look this up really quick.
Ma. What you looking up?
Oh no, it's just a spam bot in chat. I see what it is. Okay, okay. People in chat keep typing the same thing, but it's just botting problem.
Hmm.
So we just This. Get rid of it. So this is about lore.
Want murder. I mean, I'm all great for lore, but I'm slow at reading, and I only have like an hour.
I'm here for drama.
Yeah, he wants his telenovelas.
That one's just pretty funny.
Yeah.
I do not like those glass bridges.
I know, right? I feel like they're just gonna like pop on you and just. And oh, there you go.
I wouldn't walk
Goodbye.
over a glass bridge in real life. I don't like walking over one in game.
Hey, found one. Wait.
Wrong subject. I like the little flavor though.
Yeah. It'd be nice. Because I'm slow at fucking reading. Oh boy, another cutscene.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
So
Like
the
I'm fine with the cutscenes, but damn it.
the forum consists of 99 people.
Nah.
So I got 99 Charlians for alpha noting one. Yes, I was waiting 6 hours. Yo, their dad is like a dick. He's like, not only am I disowning you, you're not allowed home too.
For real, they can't even see their own mother.
What if it's all like them being like super masterminds where they're like, the only way to prevent the end is being an asshole towards your children.
Wouldn't that be some shit? Just, I know I have to be an asshole, or else they will not push forward to proving me wrong. Wait, the Graham lost his parents?
Looks like it.
Fuck.
Also, doesn't that mean him? Wouldn't he and Daniel be like mortal enemies, considering like he's descendant of Allegan royalty, and then Amon is Allegan royalty?
Probably.
I keep thinking there's going to be voiceovers, but then there's not.
I don't know why it's so cute when Graha just like gets all happy and his ears move.
It's because he's precious.
He is precious. Minus the fact he almost doomed everyone, but you know. He had good intentions, but damn, did he almost killed everyone. How many cutscenes? I'd rather go kill quests. Then again, it wouldn't fit anywhere. We're trying to gather information.
We'll put Aphanot on the spot.
Ah, fuck, I got a pop quiz.
Yeah, it's pop quiz time.
I didn't read it.
The third one is just Garlemald. It's not even.
love how you can just say Alpha. You can answer this one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I just threw him on the spot.
Oh yeah, see, I can't remember shit. I failed this pop quiz.
The last one is very simple.
Well, they just knocked out of the sky.
Dalamon was Garleans. They're the ones who remember Bahamut.
Yeah.
That's Final Fantasy 14 intro right there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I thank you for the summary, but can I go now? Now I gotta wait for Australia.
The dragon. Perhaps you can get your allies and make a decision. Sure, but I'm gonna wait around here for like 6 hours while all my colleagues do research.
You can make plenty of those talismans by now, right?
They better be making them in bulk.
Nah. I love how this whole quest is literally a summary.
Yeah, I mean it's just them studying drama.
Yeah, which I get it, and it's one of those things where I know what's happening. I know about the Asians, but when it comes to like details of order and time, I kind of go flatline. This.
I want to get into the actual. There is some good intrigue with the forum.
There is.
I want to get to the. If you're not gonna have us fight, at least let us get to the intrigue.
Let's get the juicy bits, man.
Yeah.
I got boots.
I like the new Aetherite system though. I'm a real big fan of it.
Yeah, the Aetherite system's great. I love it. It's fucking amazing.
I also like the nighttime theme here. It's really chill.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's the theme, except done slowly in the guitar.
Yo, he's just.
You can hear the
chilling.
finger plucks on the guitar.
That's how you know he's chilling.
Another escort quest.
Anything accompany keep already assigned, see the quest lead is assigned, circular. Hi, can I steal your tea?
Finally.
Disowned. Wow, disowned. Okay, thanks. Oh, thank you to leave me be. I must follow this. Follows me to explore this new life. Jesus. That dude just
I
said,
know,
hey,
right?
weren't you disowned? Fuck up. I was like, fuck, dude. Calm your tits. We just wanted to have a lovely conversation. Fuck. And I really had the pleasure.
Your father, obviously, their father just started printing out a newspaper. I disowned my child, the Livier
for real.
newspaper,
Yeah.
and just went around handing it to all the citizens.
Yeah, for real. It's like, hey, have you seen my kids? I disowned them. Hey, have you seen my kids? I disowned them.
Here's a I disowned my son, daughter and son sticker. Just put that right there on your chest.
I deserted my twins. Jesus.
It isn't a JRPG unless you play as a server.
Oh, great.
I just imagine the dad having like two servants behind them holding like the giant banner of the confetti and everything. I disowned my twins.
Yeah, no, right? He had a drinking party.
Someone goes to this restaurant to go eat a meal. At the bottom of the plate, I've disowned Alpha. Say, it's just text on the bottom. How do you make that plate so fast? I just spread the news.
No, he just has a huge, like, birthday cake, but instead of happy birthday, it says, I finally disowned my twins. Look at it, finally disowned them. Great. Do I have to remember what they ordered?
No.
Thank
You talk to
God.
the person next to the table.
Okay, thank God. Alright, so...
I like how one of the options is to serve up banter with a smile.
Banter with a smile. This is... I think this is the tea set. Tea, lovely, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I never heard of them.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
What?
The Charlians are just assholes.
Yeah, didn't I just state that? All
so
Charlians are assholes?
the people who have heard about the end of days, oh yeah, I'm so glad that they chose to remain neutral. So what's the council doing? Oh, they're just sending people to gather as many artifacts as they can in case those guys hold true to their word. It's not about, they don't care about the end of the world. They just care about preserving as much information as they can before the world ends. Oh my god.
You had an omelet, right? But yeah, didn't I tell you that the Charlians are assholes?
Dude.
Alright.
Guys, this nation's about to be destroyed. We gotta go protect them. Hang on a second, let me protect that library. Grab all the books and run away.
Yeah.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
That looks suspicious.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
No one.
Is that the boats are suddenly leaving?
No. No one would question it. It's just a romantic Italian boat side. What do they call those boats? Like you go on the, you get like the guys who like paddle like the couple down the river.
Yeah, we're gonna break into an underground facility?
Now this seems like action. Drama. Intrigue. And then your character waits 6 hours around again outside the study while everyone else breaks in. I like the entire time you're doing this, like Estinian, Thancred, and Urianger are just waiting in the room.
Yo, they're having some tea. They got some little sandwiches.
I feel like I should take off my helmet for these cutscenes.
You think? Or else you're just gonna look like the freaking Goblin Slayer.
Then you see a goblin walks by and my character starts strangling it mid cutscene.
Like you see your character in the background strangling while everyone's having a group conversation.
There we go. Oh, this is a walk quest. I forget which tab toggles walking.
I got my button.
Which button is it?
I changed my button.
Oh. I'll just do this. Oh no, wait. No, she's gonna walk faster. There we go. For a second I was concerned that she was gonna like walk the whole way.
My walking speed is still faster than her.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like she's trying to go for the casual, and we walk away casually out of sight from everyone, then book it.
Okay, finally. Don't yell.
She's the type of person who screams book it.
She screams up here, next to like 2 people.
Dude,
Can I torch the crystal? Give me time to torch the crystal.
Yeah, you can touch the crystal.
Okay.
Oh, there's a Choco Keep over here. Yeah, adjusting my seat. So despite the forum trying to keep like a grandiose secret of what they're doing down here, you're allowed to just casually get permission to go down. It's hardly an infiltration mission. You're just walking down.
Yup.
Deep beneath the
No
scholar's
guns
city
blazing,
shines a
no
false
destroying
sun within a
golem
fabricated
security
sky.
systems.
In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
You know, when they showed this place in the trailer, I thought it was on the moon because, you know, the star, the dome. I wasn't expecting it to be underground.
Not what you expected. I must admit,
It's
the art of
underground.
this is very convincing.
Oh, hey, voiceover.
But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
Oh god, your headpiece
The
disappeared.
island is volcanic, you see. And once upon a time, this great hollow must have been a reservoir
I like glanced
for
into the
magma.
second screen to look at something and I just saw like
It was discovered some
turned it
400
off.
years ago.
Just
At which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Hopefully we can glean some new information.
oh my god. Stop it.
Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Oh, this is a whole zone. Oh, and there's fates here too.
Oh, cool. I mean, it is its own ecosystem, so.
It is. This is a whole map. Okay, well.
Yes. It's its own ecosystem.
I'm intrigued.
Hold up. I gotta set up my alarm for something.
Yeah. To me, it seems like they figure the world's gonna end. There's nothing we can do about it. We might as well just gather everything we can to preserve it.
So what? So they know the world's ending, but they don't want to get involved, and they just want to be in their own little bubble.
Yeah, they want to be in their own little bubble, preserve the rest of the world in their bubble.
So they're pretty much making a Noah's Ark.
Yes.
Wow. Assholes. There's a chance to prevent it, and they don't even take the hand. Oh, level up. Happy hunting. Oh, there's a little lookout thing over here. Nice. Okay. Do I get to punch something now?
Yes.
Yay!
And maybe Charlia isn't so...
What?
This guy looks like he came straight from a fucking children's book.
That wouldn't be surprised.
Let's take a look at the troll mob when we get to it.
Also, fucker.
What?
Left me behind.
I don't have the mount speed here.
I know. You got away. Wow, you weren't kidding. That's like... What's that one kid's book?
Yeah.
No, not the Stranger Things. What was it? The Wild Things Are?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Okay.
I'ma nuke it.
I want to fight
Excessive
something.
force.
Nukes it. Why am I not fighting anything?
Excessive force is necessary because I haven't done it
But maybe Charlia isn't so useless considering it actually has zones attached to it. Well, at least one zone.
Yeah, because it has its own ecosystem.
Yeah. I thought Charlia was just gonna be an island of its entire own thing, and there's nothing for it. Like,
I mean, good plot twist. Damn it. Are you not entertained?
Go back to your story.
Here, little mousy.
Wait, why are we putting a mouse in a rat sack?
I don't know.
Yo.
Evaded your grasp. To the trees.
I'm just trying to save you. just realized these trolls are like half lizard.
Yeah. Here, mousy, mousy, mousy.
Okay, I have to find a way. I see where to go.
Yeah, it's this way.
Yeah, I have to go all the way up. Come on. There we are. FF loves placing the quest at the edge of the marker.
Yeah. There he is. Hey, mousy. Get in the bag, Nebby. Okay,
Got
there
it.
we go.
Now, back to this guy. I got your mouse. Now give me my info. This hack holds the plump, wriggling form of one greatly annoyed grizzled mouse. Yeah, see, they're getting easy to breed animals as a sustainable food source so they can isolate themselves from the rest of the world.
Yep.
They 100% believe it's the end of the world, but they think they're going to be immune to it.
Yep.
Looks like you got a case of tinnitus. She should see a doctor.
Or Heidelin keeps missing and trying to communicate with you.
One or the other. Let's get to the Aether Crystal. I was promised a dungeon after finishing these quests. I want my dungeon.
Probably only have time for like a dungeon and that's it.
If we can, if we can get to it.
Yeah.
After this quest line, when we meet back up, we're gonna unlock a dungeon. So I can only assume that the dungeon is going to be like the tower.
The tower. It would be interesting. Take down the tower.
Yeah. That's what they seem to be leading to. Or it's gonna turn out to be something exactly in here. Another Choco Keep. Chocobo Keep. There's a gemstone trader. We want to talk to them. Yeah, make sure you talk to the gemstone trader by the aetherite.
Alright. Oh, headpiece.
Gemstone trader is how you start unlocking the mount speed.
Yeah. So let me poke the crystal.
Nettles here. So are you telling me of the 6 maps, 3 of them are going to be 3 different areas of Charlia? In fact, the Charlians make it so hard to prevent the end of the world. They take up half of the maps of the expansion. What self-righteous pricks?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bitches. I only got 20 minutes left. Blech.
feel like they just threw someone into a box there. Come on, there we are. Oh my lord.
I'ma nuke it.
This thing lives longer than the story mobs. It poked me out of my cutscene. I'm offended.
Well, I did say I was gonna nuke it. I don't know why, but I just keep picturing the carbuncle turning into Bahamut because the carbuncle disappears and Bahamut comes.
Oh no, it's a shooting minigame.
Oh, what do you mean?
You talked about shooting it with the bill.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
you remember like when we did the spy thing? Oh no.
Shooting it at the bill. Oh. Subdue the wrong bird. It's kind of hard to subdue the right bird. Fucking hell.
Got it.
Alright. Alright, hit.
Well, at least
the
that
right
one was
bird
fast.
with the third. Which crows do?
I had to stop and reread the description of it.
Yeah, help capture it looks green, which is to do. That's walk. That's cuckoo.
Our characters are just gonna straight up infiltrate.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
You actually have a voice?
Isn't the bird drowning if its head's in the water?
Shh, don't worry about that.
There you are. Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner
Oh
again,
god, you're
this
right,
time
he
to
does have a voice.
Capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Fucking hell.
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
Smuggled me.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Treacherous? Do you know who I am?
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
We go into the mine shaft and we find one of those light angels in there from Shadowbringers. This music is very off-putting. Alright, let's go into the mine shaft. I completely ignore the fact that one of our friends got kidnapped in the Alchemist. Let's watch our footing.
Let's watch our footing. You just fall straight down.
I'll wait for you here.
Running around at the speed of dog.
You ran into something.
I did, but I'm fine. It's just the fate that popped up.
Oh yeah, I want you to remember one thing.
What?
This mine is treacherous and can collapse at any moment, so we should watch our footing.
So you go in with the most hippity-hoppity mount you got.
Yeah. Something's wrong with those mushrooms.
Everything is wrong.
No, like something's... Oh.
Well, I'm not here to see it yet, so...
I'm gonna
Oh,
pretend
wow.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I do not like that one bit.
I hate it either. Murder? Murder. Mazel tov.
Wait, I'll kill them. There we go. I wanted to pretend they didn't exist, and then I had to start killing them. Here, I'll be seriously more careful. I'll just use a mount that never touches the ground. I don't have to worry about the floor collapsing beneath me if I just kind of like float, right?
I mean...
But listen to that music. It's a good theme, but it's just off-putting.
I mean, so was the people that said, we don't believe in the end of the world. Quick, everyone, get everything you can for the end of the world. This is... It's going down. But... Literally what's happening.
No, they 100% wholeheartedly believe in the end of the world. They just don't believe in doing anything to help.
They want the neutral approach. Yeah,
They don't realize all it takes is one Fandaniel to go to their island, and that's it.
Yeah. Pretty much. All it takes to destroy the world. Oh, here they are.
Oh, so never mind. It's not 3 zones for the Charlene area. It's 1 zone, but like
3 sections.
3 sections. It technically, if you could fly, you don't ever need the elevator. But because you can't fly, you have to find a way to... Why couldn't your characters just get rock climbing gear and go down?
Because...
Yeah, just get like... I mean, yeah, it's a long fall, but you gone down further before. Or you just rock climb. Yeah, literally.
We jumped into freaking pipes and...
I feel like they were about to give up way too easy on going down. I thought like maybe there was like an entire other map under this map. No, it was just a few stories. I'm sure your character would have found a way.
Yo, just slide down with a shield. Legend of Zelda did that.
I know, right? Link would have found a way. Look at those rectangular grapes. I think it's pretty obvious what the forum's doing. I do kind of like the look of the area, though. I love the design for this zone.
Very nice.
So that's why they like Ilsabard, is because it's like the ideal climate land. I need one more person. Where is this one person?
Did you check over here?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
You're welcome. So they most likely plan to just live underground their whole entire lives.
Yeah, just retreat everyone underground and then ignore the entire cataclysm that is Top World when they have the power to actually assist. They're like, nah, our people are worth more than yours. 100% tried and true isolationists.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets.
Interesting.
I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
It's the white flower that came from Hollow Knight.
All right.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings. Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the arcade? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
Entire Charlotte burning down.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Why is she tripping out?
That's a good question.
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We
Yo,
need to
slide
get
down the
closer
mountain.
before we lose him.
Yo, who has a shield? Let's go.
If those flowers are so distracting, why don't we just steal them all?
I can almost
The
reach
flowers are gonna come back. That's all I know. That's foreboding as fuck.
She can almost reach those flowers.
I I mean, she's short enough. She should be able to reach it.
That's not nice.
She keeps staring at the flowers. Alright, I gotta start going to bed, sadly.
I want to do this one quest to listen in on the conversation.
Alright.
Sounds like juicy gossip, and I need to get to it before we wrap up.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm jumping off this cliff.
Yeah. Oh no.
What?
I love the music.
Wait, no, Ishtola, don't turn me to. Okay. Okay. I guess we're doing this. Can I be an otter?
I think that would draw a lot of attention. You go up. Hippity hoppity, stay away from my property. Alfie Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them on your side. Oh, it lasts 30 minutes though. This is a riveting experience.
Then you shut up.
What?
Terrible, and you know it. Now, where the hell am I going?
To the red circle.
Without getting murdered.
Yeah.
Got you. Carbuncle, go! In attack mode.
Oh, I thought I was going the right way, and then I get told, hey, it's actually the wrong way. And I'm like, oh.
Nice.
I saw the little spot that you gather on, and I'm like, oh, so I go here.
Yo, am I jumping down this chasm? I'll do it. Fucking dude.
It's over here.
Is it over there?
Up here, yeah. If you go down there, you're going the wrong way.
Well, let me get up there.
If you go down there, it's an objective just to tell you you're going the wrong way.
Well, it didn't tell me that. Aw man, did I lose the two?
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that
got
we
them
have come
stuck on a
bearing
rock.
new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Come on. There we go.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
This guy's smart.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Oh, so he just notices
Yes.
Well, he's been around animals so much, he knows how animals act.
It would make sense that he, of all people, would notice.
Yeah.
I think this quest may lead to the Forum. Considering there's like a circle. Oh, wow, I cannot jump over this rock. I I think we are just about to wrap up this last line. As we're gonna convene if you're still and either something's gonna happen or we're gonna go back to the inn.
Find out. Or we're just gonna kick in the lab's door and say, "Tell us what you know."
First trial fight form. You have to file paperwork as fast as possible with the button matching.
Oh god. Wouldn't that be some shit? Alright, once I turn this, I actually really gotta go to bed.
Okay, I'm gonna see how far this quest line goes. It shouldn't be too much further.
Alright then, you can continue.
I'll only get up to the dungeonish area because you can catch up to me Friday. I just want a good idea of how long until we get into the action.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure we're like 2 quests away from it.
Me.
Give me.
I mean, we gathered a lot of information.
Yeah, which is kind of like what we did in both zones. So I'm pretty sure these quests are gonna like convene back up together.
Mm-hmm. Now that I think about it, not just the story itself, I've been thinking about like the 3 sisters that the area talks about.
Yeah.
Isn't that a summon? There's
It
a summon
might be.
that is the there's literally a summon that is the 3 sisters, and I remember in Final Fantasy VII that there was literally 3 sisters, and they were both like, one was tall, one was medium, and then one was small. So I think it's
For you.
them,
The spell will keep
which
it
is
from
their
wilting.
like deity.
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
So are we gonna end up fighting that deity?
Ooh. Ooh.
Will you speak with
You were
her now?
right.
I cannot hope to
What?
match Minfilia's clarity.
I
of
can't
course,
spoil it.
but
Damn it.
You were right. Literally the next cutscene.
About the flower?
Yeah, and a Kryl. Oh, it's gonna get juicy.
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only
Damn
a
it, now I
moment.
have to like continue just to see what.
Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light.
Was Hayden actually
become
involved?
arduous
Yes.
for me to interact
fucking
with the
knew it.
physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time.
I just like that you were right about Heidelin and the flower. Yes. Fucking knew it.
Incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy, surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine till the end, blinding and radiant.
was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
That in my pocket.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits
Much you want to bet those are Heidelin's flowers.
not to mention their potential.
That's what I think.
With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by
Oh, is it
turning
their
a blind
father?
eye to
Yeah, it's the
disruptive
ass.
foreign elements in our midst.
Hello, douche.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future.
Oh, it's actually getting spicy.
As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Finally, after all this time, we're getting spice.
Forgive me. I was careless.
Oh hell no, you
We
messing
would
with
have
my
been
baby
detained
boy,
for
I'm
months.
about to whoop your
This
ass.
way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
Ah, he's got some information.
All will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such
Listen here,
urgency?
Lord Forward Quad, just shove it up your ass.
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
I got a stupid line in my head.
Oh god.
And I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it later.
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuner, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, hmm? By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Eat a dick. Fucking councils.
You like that cutscene though?
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish up the next quest, but you can hop on off. The next quest is just well, I'm not gonna spoil it. But after this quest, we're gonna convene back at the inn, and that will be where the quests converge.
Alright. I'm not gonna accept it in fear of another cutscene, so I'm gonna stand right here.
There is another cutscene, and I guarantee if you watch it, you're gonna want to continue.
Damn.
I'm gonna wrap this one up just so I can get to the part at the end room.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start heading to bed, so good night.
Good night. I don't know how people can lose their companions. They keep up really well.
Welcome home, my lady.
What? What are you gawping at? I'll have you know I'm quite fond of the Rising Stones.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name. It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Just the moment where he comes out with the new sage outfit.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
The weapon.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry. I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Such a nice mom. But I see why they made us wait until both quests convened. The getting them their class upgrades and Alphinaud as a sage is very important for the trust system and cutscenes. Yeah, let's go turn this one in, grab the next quest, and then wrap things up. So the annex is, well, very nice. And then you finally get to the 81 quest. Alright. After this cutscene,
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them, then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining Scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin. If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armaments to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
A military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Coolio. I think this is a good point to leave it off for today. Very fun. No dungeon yet, but we're finally getting into the action after the slow build-up. The conspiracy of the Forum is leading to somewhere. We're actually going to do some combat fights. And the story's starting to pick up for Endwalker. And I imagine it's only going to spiral from here. Well, thank everybody for watching. If you like the stream, feel free to give a subscribe, and I will continue this probably on Friday.